broadcasting on YouTube. So you think it's broadcasting on YouTube. Okay. And we are, yep, we are live. All right, let's see how it does compared to Twitch. So this is the 11th ranked 2 Tech Titans going up against the Malone Tigers. So we're gonna have the all white, and we'll do the all white here to have chrome. Trying to think of the best uniform to go here for. Okay, we can go. Don't know if that looks. We'll go with that look. So 2 Tech's got some. Hasn't had many big wins this year. They struggled early against some MAC competition. Malone has beaten Georgia, Notre Dame, Ohio State. Some really big competition, and here comes Mr. Claiborne, and here comes Deshaun Wheeler and Ivan Berry. Ivan Berry, he's not the fastest guy. Eaton Messer, he was at Alaska last year. He was one of the best receivers in the Pac-12 last year. And these teams are in the Sun Belt last year, and they played. It was 69-21, and here comes Prater, gets him down. Now there's. Wheeler's in the Heisman race. He's been up and down comparatively, and big story today is that there's a couple of former Tigers, former Titans playing for the Tigers. And here it comes, and they will get the first down. Z. Smith, you got McCabe and Ivan Perry. You got some great, and another one, and that's Eric James Jr. He's one of the 2 former Malone Tigers, along with Rocky Beasley, safety. Here comes the jet sweep, and they fake it to him, and Trent Weeks couldn't get it. Amani Tolles left to go to Texas Christian University. He was one of their best receivers last year, and incomplete. Now it's 3rd and 13. Wheeler, he's looking to be one of the top guys to go in the NFL draft this year. And that's Rocky Beasley, the former member of 2 Tech.
Well, we knew coming into this one, this was an offense that wanted to come out, sling it around. But
the former member of 2 Tech
this defense has athletes who can close on
gets the pick.
You saw it right there in that interception to open this game.
Rocky Beasley, the strong safety, he came over, and there's a pick And now,
and the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work.
Hardy, Diggs, so it's a different. And Diggs gets 3 yards.
It wasn't a huge gain. It was positive.
Here comes Bryce Frost. And there's Hardy, and Hardy's got a Hardy run. 14 yard. Two-egg tech in the orange helmets, in the white chrome helmets. Here comes Diggs, and he's the leading contender for the Heisman. Deron Diggs, 2 touchdowns last week. Here comes Bryce Frost. And they got to him really quick. Tavier Johnson. So there's a flag on the play, and they call holding on Jordan Seaton. Now it's 3rd down and 16. This is going to be tougher. And he gets 4 yards, and it's not going to be enough. Medina to come out the punt for Malone. And Medina gets him, and it's a wonderful punt. It's right at the 10. So both defenses doing their thing. Rocky Beasley with a pick. And, you know, that was an incomplete. Locklear. And Two-Egg Tech was one of the best teams, and Malone's one of the best teams with fumbles. They just haven't got a lot of picks this year, even with the additions in the secondary. And Deshaun Wheeler, and Rocky Beasley rocks Deshaun Wheeler. And it's loud here. And they can't get it. Already not a lot of runs today. Here comes Vincent. Vincent will get it to Fields. Now here comes Frost. Hands it to Diggs, and Diggs will get 8.
See this on offense early in drives. Getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The play action fake.
And there he is.
A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. New set of downs after the completion.
Big play to Messer.
Quarterback on the keeper.
And he doesn't slide, but he gets 5. Comes your they had Diggs. He tried to follow his blockers, but his blockers were too slow to get there to him. But that's a first down for Deron Diggs and the Tigers.
So hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before.
Now it's 5 wide. Let's see if Two-Egg Tech guesses right. Here it comes. Here comes Dumars, and there he fights it, but he loses a yard.
Able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming.
And Smith, let's see, Frost. The Smith can't quite get there. Smith Evo.
Down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. Dropping back, it's Frost. Got away from
And Richmond stays on his feet, but it's at the 2.
after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Ooh, and that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense too, right?
And there's a timeout. Tuag Tech is going to call it.
But because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up 4th down.
This defense trying to stand tall on 4th and goal from the 2.
And they get there to Diggs. The RPO.
And I like the decision to go for it. And I think a lot of people probably thinking this close to the... And 4th and goal, they're going to power it in. Nice job. They had this...
Well, they sent everybody and their brother, and they saw what the reaction was. So you see, if you look here on the replay, that was just Frost zipping it in, and they thought Hardy was going to get it. Because, you know, several times this year, they've given it to Hardy at the 1. And to varying results, but when you need them, you get it to the guy who's #1 in the Heisman voting.
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Georgia is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join Matthew Stafford and Stetson Bennett among the greats to play.
So here comes the Titans.
Trailing by 7 to Tennessee. Just another week of SEC football.
And they're going to try to get some running started.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it
Deshaun Oliver.
didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9.
Emil Singer left. A lot of
Action.
Mosley left. A lot of good Kendrick Mosley left. A lot of good Tuag Tech backs left over in the transfer portal. But their receivers stay.
Oh, it's Wheeler.
And there's Ivan Berry, and he's one of the best in the country. And he gets the 1st down.
Says he picks up the 1st down.
You know,
Down. A lot of times it comes
You
down
know,
to
Eric was on Z Smith. Z is
It's not about the X's and the O's.
Z's one of the fastest receivers on the field, and you got Josh Higgins.
I know I trust you. I'm finding you.
He is he's the best defensive lineman in the country right now in terms statistically. He's got a bunch of sacks. And now he's getting some tackles in the losses in the run game. And here comes over the middle. And that's going to be a 1st down, Deshaun Wheeler.
Huge negative play.
And tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over.
And then you got Mosley.
Start to feature them.
Here comes Oliver in the background. They're going to fake it to Oliver. And there is Z Smith.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. Passing game.
Can they get a stop?
Try it again. Motion from the back.
Wheeler seems to be.
Creates a little space.
And there goes
Just a few.
Alfonso Woods Jr. That's Jarrett Gibson,
About this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon
one of their
catching
backups.
the football.
And here comes the RPO, and that's Beasley on the tackle in the RPO.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack.
So are they going to run or are they going to pass? And that's here. The Tuag Tech in the 3-3-5, and they get it to the tight end. Locklear was there, but that's Peter Clark, and he's got 5 catches already today, and Tuag Tech is in scoring position. .93 passing yards for the Titans. 25, only 25 for Malone, but Malone has the edge on the ground.
Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. They'll try to open
Number 11, Tuag Tech.
end zone here.
And Here comes some motion. They're looking for him out in the motion, and that's a great spin on Woods Jr., but it couldn't. That's all that he could do.
The offensive game plan is yards after the catch, but none available there.
I like the idea on offense of trying to spit the ball outside quickly and see if your guy can make something.
And here comes a man in motion to the left, and they're looking for Wheeler, and they're gonna get him. Lawrence Dilworth on the sack.
That is just what you want defensively, right? Bend, don't break. They drove down the field a little bit. They got second and goal.
And they lose 5-4. There you go. The ball's up in the air. Great defense.
Hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 7% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator Sean Payton used to say, "Bore me with completions." This guy.
And Two-Egg Tech misses the field goal.
Good. After that miss, still a 7-point game.
Oh, man, that is such a terrible way to go down. You get the sack, the incompletion, and Joey Kenton, who's normally a pretty good kicker. And here comes Bryce Frost. And
He is going nowhere. Stop.
that's Matt Murray on the tackle.
Defense is about
He loses.
hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was
And Noah Richmond on the first down. Some good downfield blocking.
2-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
when you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
And there's a block. Richmond, again, the former Cottonelle Hornet.
This is good news for the offense here because they've got their Heisman caliber receiver in a bit of a groove. Back-to-back catches. The defense.
And there is
I would keep force-feeding him the football because he's catching fire right now.
Ahmad Hardy, former Missouri Tiger. And there's some good blocking on the outside. There's Deron Diggs. He's got the only touchdown today, and he's looking to make it more for these Malone Tigers.
Quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm.
And here comes the outside zone, and man, that was a good run on the outside.
2nd and 5. He'll keep it himself.
Here comes Bryce Frost.
Pass to Marker. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. They're down to the 20.
And on the option.
They'll move the wide receiver. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it.
There's Dumars. Dumars on the juke, and he's going to go to the 1.
Short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
You know, he's been the third string
For this defense right now.
guy most of the year, and that would have been a big one.
Defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the.
Here comes Frost, the shotgun on the 1. The crack tossed, and it's to Hardy, and he's still up.
Touchdown. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's right.
That was some great balance.
Early, get everything going. Want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels. They have no answers. The offense doing
Some great balance by Hardy. They got down there with Dumars and Ahmad Hardy. Breaks a tackle by Jamila Harris. Such one of the best linebackers in the country.
One more on the lead. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and they closed the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone.
So it's 14-0. This Two-Egg Tech, both of these teams normally score a lot more points, but when you know each other, and you know, last year it was 69-21
So guys, we'll see this
when both these teams were in the Sun Belt. Now they've been upgraded to the Big 12,
leaves it with the back.
and there's Hagens.
Immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Deshaun Oliver not having his best day.
Goodness, we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find
So Wheeler has an interception already.
Some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but
And that's a catch, and the Wheeler goes over the 100-yard mark. So it's 3rd down and 1. So can they get big plays here? And Oliver gets a big one. That's his best run of the game.
Caught the defense snapping there a little bit, David. Maybe expecting pass on that 3rd down, but because of the back's effort now.
Yeah, they figured on the run, but oh, is that Peters again? It is Clark Peters. He's been the best receiver today for 2Egg Tech. And there's a couple of really great ones. And here it comes. And he misses them. And that's odd for Wheeler. So that was Nick O'Quinn already has one deflection today. Yeah, he hasn't missed on many. And there is, oh my goodness, Foley Jr. is in the backfield. What a wonderful defensive play. 3rd down and 12 from the 41 now. Here it comes. They do the RPO to Ivan Berry, and it's going to get him 6. And so they were just hoping he could break some tackles and make him be the human cheat code, but he cannot be on. And Joey Kenton missed that short one, but made the long one. And 2Egg Tech will be on the board here in Malone.
Coach, to have a kicker like this, it makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through.
So 7 plays, minute 13, and 41 yards go to Titans. But now here comes a big possession, and here comes Fields, and that one's going to be terrible. They're at the 11. So here comes Bryce Frost. He's the former Buff quarterback. And Smith Ebo gets the 1st down. His 2nd catch. Here comes the handoff. Oh, Deron Diggs on a 1st down, 10-yard run. Four rushes for 41 yards today. Now here comes Hardy. Here comes the handoff, and the stretch play loses a yard. So that's CJ Driver. And here comes Messer, and he will get 13. And Deron Diggs will get it, and it's the 2-minute timeout.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Solid run on the last play, sets this offense up on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. It's complete to the right.
Oh, Dumars stays on his feet. My goodness, on the play action. It's his best game all year on the run after the catch.
Changed the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter.
See, he throws it to him on the outside. It was a wonderful.
His head may still be spinning. They're just outside the red zone now. 1st and 10 from the 22.
And here comes the lob, and it's broken up. And Jameed Singletary.
Throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear.
And Noah Richmond gets 5 on.
Track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one.
And here it comes. We're in the I formation. Deron Diggs gets it. all the way there. Gonna be to the 5-yard line.
And they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal.
And
Defense calls the timeout, and that's their last
second timeout for
You want to be physical. You want to assert yourselves. And now listen, I know this is a top
second and
defense against the run in college football, but you got to believe you can do it and continue to stay balanced and run the football and be physical.
and they get nowhere.
Fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. This is a big moment for this offense. You keep the ball this long, you have to finish the deal.
Oh, Dumars is in there. Touchdown.
They've extended the lead and taken control here in week 9.
And I tell you what, that man deserved it after the couple of catches he's made today.
Where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in the end zone because coverage is going to be tight.
And Orion Dumars, he's been here. He caught it, set down.
Paying dividends now on game.
And such a big drive going down, and you just get the field goal, and you go down and get touchdowns. And it started way back there.
Hey guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Georgia is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the momentum may be turning. These dogs have picked themselves up off the canvas before, and they are...
And here comes Deshaun Wheeler and company. We got a couple of Heisman candidates here today, and Wheeler, he couldn't get out of the backfield.
If anything big happens, you should see.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Catch in the middle. It's Weeks. And a good job.
And now Malone will take a timeout.
Timeout.
3rd down and 8. If they get a stop right there, you know, the Tigers may get greedy. And a bull rush.
Using his legs to buy some time.
They got back to him, but Deshaun Wheeler made a great play.
Here for the offense.
So now, if you're Malone, you're not going to call any more timeouts because you're worried about what that man's going to do after that. Great tackle. That's Peter Clark, and he's got 70 yards today. He's just been doing it to it. Just no touchdown. He's been the best player for Two-Egg Tech today, really. And which is really a surprise. And here it comes! Big sack! That's Wilford. Wilford. He is second on the team in sacks. And there's Higgins. Higgins can't get there. They will get it there now. Here comes, and Two-Egg Tech, can they get one off? They're going to throw it up, and it's Wilfork again! Will Wilfork, his 30th career sack, comes at a really big time.
That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work in Auburn, Alabama so far, and welcome into the halftime report. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering two things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Pat Dye Field in Jordan-Hare.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin.
All right, you see Malone is the #1 team in the country. Now here comes the former Cottondale running back, and he will get it to the 18.
Much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. working for the running room as he gets it out to
So
the
he's
47.
got 7 carries today, not as much of load.
Finding an escape route.
Oh, hit Zimmer, hit his own guy.
29.
Deron Diggs 8 carries.
Six on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking for a man. It's Frost.
And there's Finney's first catch of the day.
Moving gets it out to the 42-yard line.
He normally, that's how much he averages.
Rides the back.
And they guessed handoff correctly.
Holds firm. No pickup at
That's work.
lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire.
And there's the out route, and there is a Messer again.
Down and out of bounds at the 40.
They're just going to keep giving it to him.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Motion from the wideout.
Here comes Dumars. Oh, no, he's going to get sacked. He tried to throw it away.
They get a sack at the 47.
Well, the offense staying aggressive. They've had success all game long. They just came away with a big play, but finally give up a sack. If they can keep this quarterback standing up, though, they can extend their lead.
Oh,
Hands on it, but couldn't hold
3rd
on.
and 18.
That would have been for their first pick of the game.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
Oh, Dumars! How did he do it? They just checked it down, and he was wide open.
The defensive coordinator is irate on the sideline.
Tackle in there. Diggs gets 3.
Offense stays on the field.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job?
And here comes Hardy. Gets it 3rd and 1.
Nullifying that run altogether.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can...
And Diggs gets a first down.
That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Man, that's what I love about this offense, man. They run the football and get first downs. They throw the football and get first down. So much balance. That's why they're the #2 offense in all of college football getting first downs. They are so hard.
And there's Finney gets his second catch today.
Inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity.
And they gave it to Hardy, and he won't get anywhere.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is the top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red
Oh,
zone.
and they gave it the handoff, and they lose 3.
Continue to run the football against a really good defense.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He is
And they turn over on downs. They thought that they had enough room to get it, but that's a big stop for Two-Egg Tech.
Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
They should have just took the points, but the way they've been moving.
In motion. Leaves it with the running back.
And Deshaun Oliver gets tackled by his former teammate Eric James Jr.
And I think this is
He had 106 yards in the last game. It's a little bit different against this run defense.
entire country. They just
And Locklear gets to stop. Oliver gets 1 yard.
because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive already.
So
trailing
3
by
men in the backfield. It's a shotgun. Wheeler's looking. He's just gonna throw it away.
had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
So he's about at his average today, except for yards. He's at 139.
Defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is
And they're at the 44. Great field position already.
It's all because of the points
TT
right now.
Claiborne.
Here comes the offense back onto the field. They'll send the back in motion. Dropping back, it's Frost. Looking to scramble.
And Frost just throws it away. He wasn't gonna.
His parents opened in the stands and threw it to him. They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
All right, 2nd and 10 at the 44, and some great block by the former Bainbridge center. And that's 9 yards by Diggs, and now here comes Hardy. And here Hardy gets it, and he will get a first down. So 12 carries for 35 yards, not near as long as he. And he gets a stiff arm, shakes a guy off, but still loses 4. Yeah, it's.
I love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up.
Oh, my goodness, Messer.
Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run.
They were there, but that was a frozen rope by Bryce Frost. Pun intended.
3-possession lead here in the 3rd quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. This play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep
and Diggs is there. 12 carries.
They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6.
They move him, and Hardy gets tackled for a loss again. It's not been his day.
Stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass.
And they get to the 1.
Will not get it to the sticks. It'll be 4th down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was. But
and it's Hardy gets in finally.
I think most coaches on 4th and goal from the 1-yard line nowadays, they're going for it. And I like this offense because if I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win.
There's Ahmad Hardy, and they ran it the opposite way. They loaded up. They gambled, and he hasn't got a lot of yards today, but he scored a couple tutties, and that's his 2nd. So it's 28-3.
Guys, you can make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. Georgia is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join Matthew Stafford and Stetson Bennett among the greats to play in Athens. They're trailing by just 4 to Tennessee.
And here come.
It's a battle of attrition. If anything big,
and Malik Prather is there. And he got him. Little check his body for ink because he just got tattooed. Here it comes. And Josh Hagan's on the hit. So that will move the Titans down the field here in Malone.
They're desperate to do anything they can to try to slow down this guy who's just been spinning bean all day, but will carried away with that roughing penalty.
Here it comes.
It's Wheeler.
And they find Oliver, the halfback, and he has his biggest play of the game. So he gets over, Wheeler gets over 2,000 passing yards on that play.
To spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
From the 30-yard line on 1st down. Using his legs.
And Locklear.
To the 28-yard line.
That was 2 yards. So he's got 8 attempts, 18 yards.
Those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Got him downfield.
And Z. Smith.
It's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
And he finally comes out of hibernation.
It might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game.
Yeah, so that should be a first down for Two-Egg Tech.
They'll try to open the quarter by catch.
First and goal.
Opportunity deep in the red zone. Here's the snap, looking to throw.
And Z. Smith, easy TD.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough
So
catches.
we talked about him being one of the fastest guys, and this was a zone blitz, and he just found the hole in the zone. So 7 catches for 73 yards today.
Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
So it becomes 28-10.
A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass.
Let's see if we can get some decent blocking, and it gets to the 21. Looks like
Team, and they stop him at the 21. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. That's caught.
and Deron Higgs still on his feet.
Shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways.
And Davis is Finney is there.
Tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover.
And they just squeeze him there. At least he didn't lose any yards, technically.
Fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Got it behind the line.
And Richmond gets 7.
First down on the nice pickup there. He got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. To throw, it's Frost.
There's Richmond again.
It's Richmond. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They've already moved the chains a couple of times on this drive, now out close to midfield. Wants to throw on first down. Release to the back.
And Diggs holds on to it.
Makes the grab and not.
That's 6 catches. He's got a touchdown today.
Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around.
And there's Hardy on the run.
Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for.
Oh.
Situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Richmond was there.
It's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Nice game.
And that's 6 yards.
3rd and 4.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute.
And
You gotta be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out.
And the field goal is true. It's 31-10.
Even further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays.
58 yards and 240.
The rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running.
31-10.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again.
4:18 left on the 25. There's Locklear, gets Oliver.
By the defense, just a short gain.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see
And that's going to be Z Smith,
this defense
100 yards, 8 catches.
non-issue.
They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Throwing right.
And they're picking on air. Let's see, that was Rocky Beasley that time.
30, they'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
And that is the exact opposite what this defense wants. When you have the lead, you can't give up an explosive play or back-to-back
And
plays.
there comes Short.
Multiple eyes on the quarterback, dropping back, not
And 2-8 Tech, let's see, Malone's been playing a lot of zone. They're looking
Tagged in the middle. They
short. Peter Clark's 10th catch.
short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
3rd down, 3.
Throws to
And that's Rocky Beasley, breaks it up.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout.
You got one receiver out there, 3 tight ends and a fullback. Can they stop him? They don't.
They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
now inside the 20. 1st and 10 from the 18.
And Oliver's best, the second best run of the day, but his most important.
Let's it fly.
Oh, he gets hit by Locklear in the end zone.
And a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get
You're at the 18.
Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they got a big lead.
2:53, and Oliver loses a couple.
Knocked down behind the line for the 2nd straight play, bringing up a 3rd and lots of work to do.
Oh, Burns, Eric James Jr., touchdown.
Zone for the touchdown.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch.
Vendarius Jacobs.
David gets you in stride.
He was a transfer.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they
I
got
forgot
6
where Vendarius Jacobs was from.
And with the extra point,
31-17, 14-point game.
so that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the
And it's caught, and that would be Woods.
On your hands team. Guys, the best hands on your team, so they're able to hop on them.
And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. A little screen to the running back.
And Hardy will...
Room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down.
That's his
Called there by the defense.
second
Desperate
catch
to
for
get the
3
ball
yards.
back and save as much time as possible. Pulls it in. It's Messer.
Messer on the 1st down.
Timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the field.
And here comes Hardy.
Just keep it going when the going's good.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Second and 1.
It's Frost.
Incomplete.
Fall to the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
And Finney will get the first.
That'll be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down.
Whoa, almost a pick.
Very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And, man, could they have used that? It'll be second down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Drop play, quarterback keeps it. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Now it's 3rd and 15.
7th play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch.
Oh, he overthrows Deron Diggs.
Red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
It's been his
great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Between the uprights, it's good. And that leads
And now the question is, can this Malone defense get a stop after what just happened?
Hey guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Georgia is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the momentum may be turning. These dogs have picked themselves up off the canvas before, and they are capable of it again today. They're trailing by just 4 to Tennessee. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything.
All right, 153 at the 25.
Let us know when it goes final. Got it.
Ivan Berry,
Out across the
first
field,
down.
Down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Looking to pass. It's Wheeler. Grabbed in the backfield.
And that's Rocky Beasley.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds his tight end. All the way out.
And he gets a first down.
He's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. Bring in the heat.
Higgins gets him. Oh, he throws it at the last second.
Release the pass, it's incomplete.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have got beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations.
And Oliver gets the first down.
This quarterback is taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Wants to go up top on first down.
And batted down.
Getting a hand on that pass. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
2nd and 10 at the 48. They're looking on the swing.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. 7th play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Oliver. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd
And Malone will call a timeout. It's 4th and 12, and they're going to...
Timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down.
And Rocky Beasley knocks it down.
Downfield, they couldn't hook up.
I think after failing on the 4th down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue.
There he goes.
And there's Finney.
Out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious. Came into this game with plenty of people putting them on upset alert, and they were ready for the challenge.
And they passed it with flying covers. And this is what you want to do as a team. You want to make these little statements across the season. And they proved, Palmer, the difference between them and the other team being ranked is wide, and there's a reason why.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equally. They showed that here today, dominating in all three phases. This is a team everybody needs to look out for.
They'll try the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
And Deron Diggs gets to 95 yards, not quite to 100. Bryce Ross.
I think you take it first and you internalize.
Yeah, 323, 3 touchdowns.
But you also got to flip the switch really quickly, Jesse, and say, okay, what do I need to work on? Because I only got one.
Yeah, this is the least amount of points that Malone has scored this season. But, you know, they'll argue this is probably the best team they played all season.
One of the goals for this team at the start of the year was to go undefeated and win a national championship. You can't go undefeated anymore, but you can still win a national championship. The key is the leadership in the locker room. They've got to turn the page. They've got to get everybody refocused.
The first time it was Tuag Tech scored 14 points in the fourth quarter day. Only time they outscored Malone. There was 2 field goals and 2 touchdowns. 20 first downs compared to 30. 479 to 306. Malone ran 15 more plays at 79. 18 yards rushing isn't going to win you a game. 39 carries, 156 yards will definitely help, and 0.9 yards a rush compared to 4. Passing was comparable, almost exactly the same. Two touchdowns to 3. 34 out of 40. 8.1 a pass. Let's see, 323 to 288. Third down conversions 40% to 56%, and both teams at 66% on fourth down conversions. 83% on red zone, 66 for Tuag Tech. +1 in the turnovers. Only 1 turnover today. Fairly clean game. Malone won time of possession. Bryce Ross was your player of the game. He was at. He had good at passing numbers today. Ahmad Hardy had the most carries, averaged 3 carries, and nobody broke a 20-yarder today, but Deron Diggs had 95 yards on the ground. Receiving-wise, Noah Richmond led in catches with 7 catches, 54 yards. Deron Diggs had a touchdown with 6 catches, 42 yards. Eaton Messer, 79 yards. Davis Finney ended up with 5 catches, all of them in the second half. Orion Dumars had a great game. He had 61 yards after the catch today, and along a 30. He had the longest reception for Tuag Tech. R.J. Smith-Abah, he had 2 catches, 18, and Ahmad Hardy only had a couple catches. 1 sack let up today by Trip Zimmer, the senior from Birmingham. Defensively, Eric James Jr. had 13 tackles today, a former Tuag Tech Titan, and Rocky Beasley had 11 tackles, the former Tuag Tech Titan, and a pick. Good for them to come back. Beasley had 2 pass deflections. It was quite the, not homecoming per se, but Tuag Tech Tuag Tech, they still may have a chance in the Big 12. Last year they went undefeated and didn't advance to the college football playoff, but maybe this year they can. So we would like to thank you for joining us with this presentation of college football. It's been Ryan Maloney. Thank you. God bless and good night.